Yo, what's up, fellas? It's been a while since I've actually done a video. Kind of had some wandering thoughts lately, and wanted to kind of put them down. So, first off, hello. It's been a while. We got some gains finally, bro. We're like, yeah, we're actually like we've been hitting the gym. It's been good. To anybody out there that's like really not sure about going to the gym or whatever, working out, just do it, man. It doesn't have to be a long session. That was one of the things that scared me the most when it came to like working out when I first started was getting started. Like I don't want to spend like 3 hours in the gym. You can go spend 30 minutes, get a good workout in, you'd be surprised. And then just keep it a little consistent, do some push-ups, some sit-ups, target one muscle group. That's all it takes. Just be consistent with it. And that's for a different video. But um I was I was thinking a lot about a lot of the stuff that I've been seeing in the news. And I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have been seeing that stuff too, where the Epstein files dropped, and it's hard to know what's actually real and what isn't. But at least a lot of the stories and stuff have been something that's like impactful, because it's like what the hell. Um, and then recently, I don't know if you guys have seen like the stuff with the Olympics. Let me pull this up really quick because it was concerning. The Olympics has had a history of mocking Catholicism. I'm gonna just tell you now, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Christian. So obviously, I'm pretty offended by some of the stuff that they do. Last year, it was creating a recreation of the Last Supper and basically just completely insulting the meaning behind it. And this year was really concerning because it was using a lot of imagery that people tend to relate to something relatively evil. So, all right, this was the opening ceremony at the Olympics. Fireworks and stuff, great. Yeah, on the surface looks pretty cool. Supposedly, this is a rose. Um, this is literally just an upside down pentagram. This is the pentagram in the circle. Surrounding an orb of fire. I'm pretty sure we all know what that relates to. And if there wasn't a previous history of the Olympics going through and mocking standard Christian views, Catholic views, I could probably be like, yeah, it's really kind of like unfortunate, but whatever. But the fact that there has been a history of stuff like that, it's pretty hard to ignore that there's a consistent messaging that they're trying to attempt there. So to kind of get into the meat and potatoes of stuff, a lot of stuff that's been going on lately has really been leaving a lot of people feeling like they're just helpless. There's nothing they can really do to change things. Um, a lot of people are really concerned with ICE and immigration and deportation and stuff. I'm not going to talk about that, but as one of the big plot points in recent history in this recent American story arc, there's one of those. There's the Epstein files, where a lot of big, powerful, and important people are apparently pretty fucking evil. And people see that and they're like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, I'm a wagey man. Like, I can't do anything about that. And then you see stuff at this where it's the freaking Olympics. Like, that is a huge world stage event that happens every year. People see stuff like that, a lot of people that I know, and they're like, the hell, what the hell? Like, that is evil. What am I supposed to do about that? And when evil comes out and just essentially mocks you and says, hey, I'm here, what are you going to do about it? It does leave a lot of people feeling very uh what's the word, not inconsolable, just feeling kind of helpless, in the sense that they can't they can't really do anything to impact the world around them for the better. And that's something that I've been thinking about a lot. So today at mass, they actually had a pretty good reading talking about. Uh, Let me look it up so I don't butcher it. It was the reading talking about going out and being the light of the world, and what happens if people have a candle and they hang on a second. Uh, So what is it today? The 7th, so I think it's probably the 8th. All right, so from today's gospel reading, it was actually from the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 through 16. Jesus said to his disciples, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and be trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A city set on a mountain cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and then put it under a bushel basket. It is set on a lampstand where it gives light to all in the house. Just so your light must shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your heavenly Father." So it kind of hit home because, let's break this down. What are they saying in this? Well, basically, how do I translate this the way that they kind of translated it? Because I know what they're saying. So, um, go out and be as good to everybody as you can be. Go out, set a good example. Basically, try your best. You are the light of the world. I don't know about you, but like I feel like it's a pretty hopeful statement. Your light must shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your heavenly Father. So, to kind of get into that feeling of helplessness that I've noticed kind of start making the rounds online and stuff. The way that I think about it is you're not really going to get a massive chance to go talk to like a Bill Gates or an Elon Musk or, a Donald Trump or, whoever the top dog is. A lot of us in our daily lives have a small circle of impact that we can really make. You'd be surprised at how actually big that is. How many people, how many friends do you have? How many people do you talk to on a regular basis? I know some people are going to be like, well, I don't go outside. I don't have friends. Okay. How many people in your Discord server do you got? I know a couple Discord servers that I got 250 people in minimum. And I'm talking to people on a relatively regular basis in there. I got friends that I talk to at work and friends that I go out to the gym with and stuff. If you really sit down and think about it, you have a pretty solid circle of people that you can impact. What this is saying is go out, be a symbol and a force for good in everything that you can. Whether it be small, whether it be large, shine your light as bright as you can. Because at the end of the day, if people don't have a chance to see that, and if people don't have a chance to really reflect on what you're trying to represent, how are they going to know that there is something different? And how is that message going to spread? I think that is the key thing right now, where right now there's a lot of bad shit that is talking through a megaphone, and it's really easy for a lot of people to really just pick up on that and be like, whoa, holy shit, like everybody sees it all at once. Just because everybody sees that, though, well, let me rephrase this. Everybody sees it all at once. That doesn't mean everybody is doing it. And the fact that it has as negative of an impact on a lot of people as it does is actually a pretty good sign, because that means it doesn't sit well with a lot of people. So don't doom, don't black pill on it. Don't get depressed. Go out, be the best person you can be every day. Impact as many people in a positive way as possible. You don't have to go out of your way and start door knocking and be like, I'm a great person, how can I help you? You don't have to do that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is interact with people with love. Interact with people with kindness in your heart and the intention to make a positive impact on their life. And if they don't want it, that's fine. Some people can be having a bad day, whatever. It happens. Don't force yourself into people's lives. But at the same time, every chance you get, hold the door open for somebody. Hey, have a great day. Somebody's, in the grocery store can't reach something, get it down for them. Somebody up at work is having a hard time figuring something out. Sit down for like 5 minutes and explain it to them in a way that they can understand. politics come into play a lot. People get pissed at that kind of stuff. If you're somebody that tends to just kind of like, I don't want to listen to this, you're wrong, whatever, take a breather for a second, let them finish talking. I know it's going to be frustrating, but see if you can at least break down their logic and then approach things in a way that they can at least see where you're coming from. I've found that a lot of stuff like that is much more impactful than just arguing. That is how you go out and make a decent impact. And that's how you go out and, shine your light, as the gospel is kind of talking about today. Eventually, and this is kind of a dream world right now, but everybody sees this and everybody takes it to heart and everybody's like, yeah, great. And boom, suddenly there's a massive impact out there and everybody's doing great. But I don't know, best I can do is just make this and just kind of put some thoughts down and hope, I hope that it kind of like resounds a little bit. I'm not really the best at explaining stuff. And honestly, this is the first time that I've really sat down and just put thoughts about, kind of what I believe and some stuff that I see in the Bible and stuff that's kind of happening in the real world, all kind of together, and try to make a decent message out of it. So I won't dwell too long on this. I hope what I said makes sense. I hope what I said kind of helps out. Honestly, if anything, if this didn't mean anything to you, best I can say now is go hit the gym. You'll feel a lot better. I know I do. I've been working out for a while, and after you go for like a month, and it sounds like, oh God, a month, that's so long. No, dude, you'd be amazed at how fast you can make progress, especially if you're eating well. Stop eating the Cheetos. Go eat a steak instead. Trust me, it makes a big impact. And fix your sleep schedule. Stop staying up till 2. All right, that's everything. Dono nobis pacem, Deus Vult. Let's get it.